You know that Buddhist quote about passing on knowledge that you have? I don't know it, but I think there was something about just you should do it. It's also kind of ironic for me to say how to grow your channel, especially since mine completely flatlined and it's not growing at all anymore. But I get the question all the time from young YouTubers starting off, and they come to me for advice on these things. First of all, don't look at anything that I'm doing right now as a okay, he's doing this, he's the biggest channel, so I should do this. Like from wrong way of doing things. I clearly stopped trying. I'm not trying to grow my channel anymore. I'm just thankful with the audience that I have. I'm not trying to push shit to see, oh, can we hit 100 million? Can we do it? There's no right and wrong in these things. I think how to grow on YouTube, you're gonna get a different answer from any different YouTuber that answers in. And I hate to make it seem like I am the only one who knows this thing and I'm the only one with the right answer, because that's not true at all. I can only speak from my experience pretty much, and that's what I'm gonna do. Going back 7 years ago when I started making videos, like I said before, I was making Call of Duty videos. I felt frustrated as hell, and I that's why I sympathize with YouTubers that come to me for advice on how to grow their channel, because I've been there. I know how it feels like to make videos and your channel is not growing at all, and you're just wondering like, why? I'm making good content, why is no one watching? Just that feeling that you have more to give but it's going anywhere. It's extremely frustrating. But the first thing I noticed was I know it's obvious, this is obvious, but just mentioning to people to subscribe at the end of the video. I think I mentioned this before, but I know it was the first thing that I noticed that really helped bring in a lot more subscribers, if that's what you care about. Some people would say, no, I'm not gonna think my audience is intelligent enough to figure it out themselves. If they enjoyed my video, they will subscribe. They will just do it. And I have a lot of respect for that approach. But I see it more as a reminder, you know?
I love my Squarespace sites.
Hey, you enjoyed the video? Maybe you should subscribe. It's a button right here. I don't think that hurts. But there's also the other end of the spectrum where people literally, before the video even begins, go like, subscribe to this video! And that probably will get you more subscribers, I'm not gonna lie. But probably no one will like you or respect you. At least that's how I see it. It's all about finding that balance of what you feel comfortable with. I mean, there's even people who do YouTube in a completely different perspective than mine. Instead of growing an audience, they just focus on viral videos and they get a shit ton of views from doing that. They wouldn't benefit from having a subscriber base at all. Even reminding people to subscribe, it's only gonna get you as far with the video that you're making. Like I was making Call of Duty videos because everyone else was making Call of Duty videos, and I didn't know what else to make. I had no idea. I just enjoyed making videos. The thing is, people are already subscribed to the big guys, you know? They're not gonna care about some new little shit. That's just not how it is. I think I see this a lot of people that follow sort of style and maybe Jack Mark style because it's sort of similar. You know, I feel for them because I understand their perspective, but it's also like, well, you're not filling a need. Does that make sense? If you look at yourself as a product, if you come in as a sort of a clone as another YouTuber, you're not filling a need that's not there, you know? You're not offering a product. I'm sorry for speaking at such a business perspective, but you're not meeting a demand that doesn't exist. That doesn't already exist. So I would say there's no shame at all in doing what everyone else is doing. But I think if you care about growing an audience and making it bigger on YouTube, you're gonna have to eventually carve out your own style, your own thing. What makes you different? What makes you unique? And that's what I personally find interesting in other YouTubers is something different, you know, something you haven't seen before. And if you find that, it's hard, you know, finding that it's almost impossible. And lucky if you do. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that easy. I think if you really, 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 you know, want to grow your channel, you need something to set you apart. I switched up my content because of a random thing. I was like scared to play this game, so I might as well film it. But I could tell, immediately people responded well to it. So I would just say, test out different things, don't always do the same thing. And eventually just go with the flow. If people respond well to something, go with it, You got to make decisions, twists and turns, go with the flow. But when I was making the horror games, my audience was loving it, The ones that watched the content, they were super into it. It was easy, but it didn't really grow my channel that much because, they were 20-minute, 10-minute videos of me playing a game. Not everyone has time to watch that. So I would make these compilation videos of the funniest bits from the horror games when I was screaming or whatever. And notice right away the impact of these videos. They really brought in so many new sets of eyes to my channel. Because just having the content isn't enough. You're going to have to get it out there for other people to see, bring in new people. And so I did the montages, and I really understand how powerful they were. So I really, really put a lot of time, a lot of effort into them. And as soon as they went up, I made sure that they were, I made a lot of time, a lot of effort into it. I made sure that they were easy to consume, like a trailer. Fast cut, before we even know it, it's cutting. Super easy to consume. Anyone can just watch the whole thing and even realize you've watched the whole thing. And then by the end of it, you want to leave them with some more. So you tell, okay, well, if you want to watch more, subscribe and all that shit. And I really hit hard on that. And I think the montages really helped me tremendously in growing my channel. I could see it in the stats. Would get 100,000 a day, 50,000 a day. And that was back when YouTube wasn't even that big. So to get those numbers was pretty crazy. And I'm not saying everyone should go out there making montages, but if you have the type of content that isn't easy consumable, then it's a good idea to make a package. Maybe this is all obvious. I don't know. Photoshop has helped me out so much growing my channel. You have no idea. Back in the day, people didn't even thumbnails. We had the option to do the thumbnails, but most people just didn't do them. They were like, fuck it. I would put so much time into the thumbnails because I realized the impact that they had on your video. It's sort of like I see a lot of people, and I know it sucks. Why the thumbnail? What the fuck does that have to do with the video? It's stupid. It is. I'm not gonna lie. I sort of see it as entering a store. You feel a lot better entering a store with a neat design, front and nice interior design. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the product that they sell, but as a consumer, you feel better entering that, right? And I think it's the same thing with YouTube. And I see so many of you guys sending me videos saying, hey, can you check out my channel? I would really appreciate it. And I see the same mistake all the time. It looks terrible. Your channel looks terrible. I know and personally, I'm completely turned off at that point. It just looks so bad that I don't even want to click on it. No, that's all to say. I'm just trying to help you, okay? And the thing is, you don't even have to be good at Photoshop. Are you terrible at making stuff in Photoshop? Just do it in Paint, ironically. Make that your thing, Make it into a joke. Turn it around. But seeing these half-assed, shitty font videos, like, I don't want to watch it. Sorry, I don't. This looks terrible. Make your content presentable, because that's what's going to make people click on it. Maybe learn Photoshop. Maybe do some... maybe ask a friend that can help you out. Maybe commission a guy to help you out. I don't know. But I really think is an important step, unfortunately. It's something that you're going to have to take care of, buddy. Now, naming your videos, which is something that really, really helped a lot. When the Last of Us series came out, I wasn't the biggest channel yet, but it was really close. And I wasn't sure if I would ever become the biggest channel on YouTube. And I remember I was thinking, well, I'm only going to get one. I never expected to be number one, but I'm only going to get one chance in my life. It's going to happen now or it's never going to happen. So I went for it. But I was really lucky because The Last of Us came out. If you search it, I'm there, but it get me 18 million views, which is a lot. It's a lot. Optimize your video, last gameplay walkthrough, play, let's play full game part 1. It's annoying as it is. It works. Now it's so overly saturated. When a new game comes out, everyone doing that. Everyone is doing that. So I don't know how much that's going to help you, but it did help me a lot when really popular games like that come out. Having people find your video through searches definitely going to bring in more eyes. Now, the second advice on naming your video, I learned from my grandma, who's a gallerist, because I would make all these Photoshop things of girls, typically, my old art, and I would just call them like sad girl or happy person or some shit like that. Very descriptive, And I remember she told me that's a bad idea. You want to name your art so that people ask you they ask a question about it. It doesn't answer what it is. It makes you question. And I sort of took that advice into YouTube. Don't clickbait. But you sort of want whoever is watching the video to ask a question, right? Okay, what is this video about? And you also want them to answer that question by clicking on the video. Oh, okay, what does this title say? I want to find out by clicking on it. And finally, change up your content. It's something that I benefited so much from. Every YouTuber has a lifeline. So overdue. Just think of all the #1 channels already that no one watches anymore. You're only going to get as far doing the same thing. And I switched up my content because I got bored doing the same shit over and over. But it also helped me out a lot because it kept my audience entertained. You might be lucky. You might strike gold on YouTube. Your Minecraft might get really popular, and that might become your whole shtick. But unless people come for you and come for your personality, they're not going to stay. That's trying out different things, no matter if you're small or a big channel. And I think it's better to do this earlier than later because it's easy to get comfortable on YouTube. It's easy to just be like, oh, this is working. Why should I do anything else, I hope this advice helped you out on your endeavors on YouTube. Good